Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I have my update for No Pan Left Behind. So for this project I am working on 2 palettes at a time, and my goal is to use every shade in the palette at least once. So I'm going to go through these palettes, talk about the shades I've used, and if they are rolling out or staying in. So the first palette I want to talk about is my Rude Cosmetics Roaring Twenties Indulgence palette, and if you are interested, I do have an affiliate link and discount code with Rude Cosmetics. The code is JJBeauty and it will save you 15% off. It is affiliated, so I do make a small commission, but I do just want to mention that in case you are interested in picking anything up from Rude Cosmetics. I absolutely love their Roaring Twenties collection. This is one of 5 palettes that they have come out with, and I absolutely adore them. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But this palette has been in this project for the past 2 months. So here is what this one looks like. So last month I had used only 6 of the shades, and this month I did use the rest of them. So I have reached for this entire palette, and I have to say I do really enjoy this one. It is a really nice neutral palette. I created a small variety of looks with this one. I like that you can keep it fairly simple, neutral, and light, or you can add a little bit more depth in there. I know I talked about some of the shades in my last video more in depth. A few that I want to point out for this update that I reached for are the shades Opulence and Manhattan specifically. Those are 2 of my favorite shades in this palette. The shade Opulence here, I don't even know if you'll really be able to pick it up on camera, but it is absolutely gorgeous, and it just creates a really nice kind of foiled look on the lid, and it's so pretty. And then the shade Manhattan here is another super pretty shade. It has a little bit of a duochrome shift to it, so I think those 2 are super pretty. I also really enjoyed the kind of more orangey tones in this palette, so Hot Diggity, Harmony, and West Egg. I created a look with those 3 together and a few other shades, and that was super fun. I'm not the biggest fan of orange eyeshadow, but it was fun to reach for those ones and create a look with those, so super happy with that. I also really like the mattes in here. I think Sidecar and Harlem are 2 of my favorites. Those are just super nice neutral options. You can go a little bit warmer or a little bit more true neutral with this palette, so I just had a lot of fun playing around with this one, and it will be rolling out since I have reached for every shade at least once. Alright, then the palette that just got rolled in last month was my I Heart Revolution Sleeping Beauty palette. So here is what this one looks like. So this past month I did reach for 9 of these shades, so I am halfway through completing the goal for this palette. I am not counting any uses for the highlighters and blushes. I do want to reach for those, but they're not a part of this project. I'm just focusing on the eyeshadows. So the shades that I have reached for within this palette are Sleeping Beauty, Magical, Love, Spell, Maleficent, and Sleep, Curse, Castle, and Dreams. So a lot of the more kind of neutral everyday colors, but I have had quite a bit of fun reaching for this palette. This one pairs really nicely with my current Project Level Up palette, so those have been fun to reach for together. One kind of general thing about this palette is the formula of this is not the best, especially with some of the matte shades. I found the shade Maleficent to be just very light, not a lot of pigmentation, kind of same with Sleeping Beauty as well. They're just very sheer sort of shades. They don't have a ton of pigmentation even after building them up a bit, so it's a little disappointing, but I know that these palettes, these I Heart Revolution Disney palettes, aren't the best quality, and I feel like this one is definitely on the lower end, but it still does have a super fun color story, so it is one that I have fun reaching for. I just wish it had a little bit more pigmentation within the shades. I think the shimmers in here are pretty nice. Magical and Love are two of my favorites. Those are just really nice for every day. So I still have 9 more shades in this one left to use, so this one will be staying in, but I am excited to get use out of the rest of the shades that I haven't yet reached for. Alright, so since we have completed the goal with one of these palettes, we will be rolling in a new one. So I have my Tiny Decisions wheel pulled up here, and I am just going to spin this once. IBY Wonderland. I'm going to go grab that one and be right back. So here is my IBY Wonderland palette. We are not getting any smaller with these palettes, so they are taking me a little bit longer to work on, but I am pretty excited that this one is rolling in. I think this one will be really nice as a kind of transition into fall. It is pretty much on the neutral side, but you get some darker pops in here as well, which I'm super excited about. I really love these first 3 rows. This bottom row isn't my favorite, but I will make it an effort to reach for those ones. And yeah, I'll have to use each shade in here at least once, which I'm super excited about. I have a lot of fun creating looks with this palette, but I feel like when I reach into it, I reach for the same shades over and over, so this will be a good opportunity to get some use out of the shades that I might not typically reach for. So this is very fun. So we have this one in now and this one staying in. Let me know what you guys thought of this update, and let me know what else you would like to see from me. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads. I am really aiming for 500 subscribers within the next couple months, so if you are willing to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye!